Happy April. Happy April. Happy April. So it's April. It's April 3rd, to be exact. The year is 2021. And what a weird year. It's already the fourth month of this year. Like, holy shit. Like, this time last year, it felt like we had already lived 3 years. So good morning and hello motherfuckers. Welcome to my club of Kottontales, a place for me to be me and help myself mentally and physically. 'Tis been a week. It has been a very interesting week. I thought that this week would be a lot better than it was because last weekend was so good. But honestly, I think I was overstimulated, just too much last weekend. Too much visitors, too much interaction, just too much. So I'm glad that this weekend, the only person I'll be seeing is my mom, and she's mainly coming over to do grocery shopping, and then I want to watch a movie with her when we're done with that. But really, I don't want to see anybody this weekend. If I was to see someone this weekend, it would be for a meetup. That is the only interaction I plan on having this weekend, is if someone via the dating apps was like, "Are you free? Do you want to meet?" And I'll be like, "Sure." Remember, I'm bald. I updated my profile, so every single one of my profiles has a picture of me with no hair. So they would have to be daft to not realize that this bitch is probably bald. But that is a deal breaker for some, which I think is ridiculous because it's just hair, but to each their own, deal breakers are different for everyone. But it is Saturday morning. It is just about 8 a.m. here in the beautiful state of Oregon. Let's get some content spread and get some bowl in us. So I have to grind some up. I loaded the very last of what was in the grinder, which probably wasn't smart. We probably should get some grinded up for future Amber. But you know what? One little piece at a time. I also feel so nauseous, I'm sick to my stomach. And I think it's because, I'm freaking out a little bit about my order that I did last weekend. So, um, she was gonna maybe drop it off yesterday, and then things went crazy, so she wasn't able to. Then she was gonna drop it off today, and she's not able to do that because of reasons. And then come to find out, not through the person that I made the purchase, but someone else, that she actually did mail it out. You would think that if you had mailed someone's products out, you would message the person and be like, "Hey, I mailed that out. It should arrive to you by this day. I spent $500 fucking dollars, okay? $500 fucking dollars, and you're not gonna fucking communicate me with this? Like, that's wrong. Like, I get that I got some discount, so I only spent 444, but irregardless, if I hadn't gotten anything free, because the way they do it, you buy a certain amount of things, you get some things free. If you were to just add up all of the product that I had got, I spent over $500. You would think that that would make me kind of like a high price customer and you should probably keep me happy. No information. I'm the one that had to message her to find out about it. So it's just bullshit. I am not fucking happy about it. I'm really not fucking happy that I found out through my mother this morning, like, oh, she mailed it out. Really? You didn't think to tell the customer that you mailed their product out? I'm I I'm a bit torn because I really like the product. I want the product. And I thought I had found a representative, kind of like Avon. You find your person that sells you Avon. I thought I had found the person to sell me this particular product. But if you're not going to be attentive, especially when I'm spending hundreds of dollars, I'm not going to give you my money. The only reason that I even was more gung ho to order that much through that particular person is because I know them. They are a person who I would consider kind of like a friend. They're not a friend yet. They are definitely more of an acquaintance friend. A friend is someone who you're not scared to talk to. I most definitely am intimidated by her, so there's no way she could be my friend. But I'm just pissed because, you should be telling me this stuff, not other people. You should be keeping me in the loop on my things, and you weren't. And it's disappointing, and I'm definitely Definitely pissed off about that. What the fuck is this? Share in a post. Hold up. So when you reach 1,000 VIPs, you can share. Whoa, there's so much that changes when you get over a certain amount. It's so crazy. So crazy. My anxiety is so up because I keep waiting for it to just go back down, because that's how it usually goes. Um, I will be more. I will be less. How to word this? It won't be in the back of my mind as much when we're well over the number. It's kind of like when we had first reached 900. It kept fluctuating between 899 and 901. Like, it literally went back and forth so many times. It wasn't until we got to, like, 903 that it actually stayed and then, started going up again. But it's interesting. I've been at the 1K mark for, like, almost a week now, which is kind of blowing my mind, but also really awesome. Oh, I'm so sweaty. My boobs are sweating so intensely underneath. Oh, come on. There we go. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Cottontale. Yes, yes, yes. Share the moist content. I thought about not doing a meeting because of my voice. My voice is like, I think I'm losing it, but like not losing it. So I thought about like not doing a meeting, and then I thought about doing like a silent gaming or a quiet gaming, one where I wasn't going to talk a lot, but I'm feeling exponentially chatty. So there's no way that I'd be able to do one of those right now. Yeah, pretty much just going to enjoy this content until I get a message from my mom saying that she is ready to come on over. Other than that, I'm just sitting and waiting because I love sitting and waiting. Definitely need to get medicine in me. I could just feel the agitation. You feel so agitated. Oh, not to mention I'm so thirsty. I'm so fucking thirsty. I ran out of water last night, and yes, I am that fucking bitch who don't drink tap water. It just tastes funny. So I'm so thirsty. I had a little bit of tap water in the middle of the night, and like it just left like that weird coppery taste in my mouth, and I was just like, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so fucking thirsty. It's so shitty. I don't ever want to run out of water ever again. I need to like, I don't know, maybe I need to get like, well, no. I was just thinking maybe I should get one of those little pitchers to put in my fridge for filtering water, but I have a medium fridge. If I put a filtered water in there, that's going to take up a good amount of space in my fridge that I could otherwise fill with food. So, I don't know. I don't know. What up, Charles? How you doing? I saw all your meetings that popped up over the last few days. I wish I had not been busy so I could have popped in and said hello. Your meetings reminded me of when I first started making content. Um, I would go live like 4 times in one day, just like whenever I could. Um, and I still do that actually. That's still how I make content whenever. Yeah, hopefully the day is good. I'm hoping that, since she did get to the post office yesterday, I'm assuming maybe she did like overnight shipping or something, so I should get my products today. If If that's the case, I will do a post saying thank you for, getting it shipped out to me when you couldn't deliver it to me, but I'm not going to go above and beyond in raving about this person because she didn't even tell me. I had to find out through someone else that she had mailed my products. I am just so fucking annoyed with that. Like, how are you, like, I spent hundreds of fucking dollars with you. How are you going to do that? It's bullshit to me. It really, really, really fucking is. Like, you should not be in a customer service type of job if you can't step up to the customer service. You should not be doing an extrovert's job if you're an introvert. I said what I said. Introverts, find jobs that are good for you. Stop trying to do extroverted jobs because you suck at them. Yeah, I said what I said. And I fucking stick to it. An introvert cannot do an extrovert's job. Plain and fucking simple. So if you're an introvert, stick to telemarketing jobs and things where you don't have to talk to people straight to their face. Because if you don't have customer service, guess what? You're gonna lose customers. I'm legit so pissed about this. Like, it's the fact that you didn't communicate with me. It's the fact that, like, it's the communication. That's 100% what it is. I spent hundreds of fucking dollars. You should be communicating with me like no other. Even if I spent $20, you should be fucking communicating with me like no other. But I spent over $400, so you really should be communicating with my bitch ass. Like, when you are in a Avon pyramid type of scheme of a job, the way that you make money is you get a person who loves your product and then buys your product and tells her friends about the product. Without that person, guess what? You don't make money. I was that person. And I don't give a fuck. I am that customer. It's like, you should have kept me happy. Like, I can easily give my money to someone else. You don't want my money? You don't want to treat me like the valued customer that I am? I will take my money elsewhere. So I better get my product before next Saturday. Because if I don't get my product before next Saturday, I am never ordering from her ever again. Ever again. And when people ask me about her, I will literally be like, I'm not going to talk about that, change the subject. And I won't even ask questions to why. Because I'm not going to ruin her business like that. Like, I haven't said her name, not once. I haven't even said what product she sells. I literally have only said she, and for all you know, it could be a he. But no, it's just very, very unprofessional, and I'm not happy about it, like, even in the slightest. Alright, so, let's get this medicine in us. The first toke of the day. Am I muted? Okay, good. Sometimes Mime Amber be a bitch and take over the meeting, so I had to make sure that we weren't muted. Alright, so, let's go ahead. Oh, okay. Grind up. So I'd gotten 2 different types of sativa from the dispensary last week. I'd gotten some ATF and some strawberry cough. Now this strawberry cough is fucking bomb. The ATF, not so much. Bit moist. So I've had to keep the package open just to dry out the bud because it was moist. I like moist things, but I don't want my bud, which is supposed to be dry. If it's supposed to be dry, I want it to be dry. I don't want it to be moist. If it's supposed to be moist and it's dry, I don't want it. Like some dry-ass pussy. Especially with all the products you have out there, there's no reason for you to have a dry cunt. I'm excited. I got myself... I'm not really a lube type of person, but as I've gotten older... especially by myself. Like, if I'm with a person, I have no issues producing moisture. But when I'm by myself, you know, it's not as easy to produce moisture, especially not like I did in my 20s. So, I got a lube that's called Just Like Me. I love the name of it. And it's thicker. It's not super liquidy like some of the lubes that I've used where it just, like, is so liquidy it gets everywhere. This one's thicker and has a better applicator. And it's supposed to be similar to a woman's drool. It's supposed to be consistent of a woman's cum. So, I'm excited. That's one thing is I've never had to use lube with another person because whenever I'm with another person, they are completely good at getting things going. But that's because, like, for one, quality time and physical touch are my love languages. So just being around someone that I enjoy makes me wet. So I don't need lube when I'm actually going to be having sex with a partner. But when I'm solo playing, it's different because, I can only make myself so wet. I use a lot of saliva. So I'm excited to not have to use my saliva. Welcome back. No apologies needed. I always like to say that sorry is not a word in my moist vocabulary. I like to say I apologize or I am sorry, but it's the internet. There is no needs for apologies ever because it's literally the internet. But welcome back. Alright. I definitely got to get to the dispensary though because this is all of my, you see that little nug? That's my indica. Now, this right here, this is like 5 or 6 bowls. I only use 25% of my indica, but I definitely have to get some more of it. And then I'm probably going to get some more sativa too, because this is all my sativa, and that is not enough. That will be like, that's like, depending, let's say I don't have a shit ton of panic attacks, this is like 3 days of sativa. So, which actually is really good considering. Yeah, no, I'm so flabbergasted by that. Like, ugh, I hate people that can't communicate. Like, why didn't she tell me that she mailed it out? Like, that makes no sense to me. Why didn't you tell the person, hey, here, like, you would think that as soon as she mailed it out, she would have messaged me, hey, I mailed your products out, and here is your tracking number. You would think that's what, at least, that's what I would do. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt because it was their first in-home, product showing. Like, and it's, they're new to selling it and there's a lot of firsts, but at the same time, it wasn't a room full of strangers. Like, she knew me, and she may not have met the other people in the room, but they're all people that knew me and know her fiance. So, like, I don't know. I personally think that if you're that uncomfortable in that situation, you might be in the wrong business. Because what happens when you get a room full of strangers ordering, and they each order $500 worth of stuff? What you gonna do then? Because if you fuck up with them, they're not coming back. A stranger don't come back. A friend will give you the benefit of the doubt. A stranger will not. A stranger will get fucked over once and be like, all right, bye. I can get my product from someone else. Because that's just it. Is the product that I'm buying, I don't have to buy it from a particular person. I can go directly to the site and order it directly from there. I choose to give her the money because she gets a commission from making a sale. You would think, being your highest customer in that month, that you would, put a little priority on it. But no. You always ask that, wait, what did I miss? What do you mean, what did you miss? I don't truly understand what you are talking about when you say, what did you miss? Like, I don't understand what you mean. Because I'm talking to me, myself, and I, doing my meeting the normal way that I do. Unless someone sits and has a conversation with me, guess what? I'm talking to my motherfucking self. I'm literally not talking to anybody right now because there's no one here talking to me. So guess who I'm talking to? Amber. That is who I'm talking to. Maybe there's some other motherfuckers out there in the universe listening, but there ain't no one fucking talking to me. So I'm having the same conversation that I've been having since I started this meeting, because it annoys the fuck out of me. But anyways, back to my medicine, because I have not had any medicine today, and we definitely have to get some medicine to me. So if you have read the title, which probably important. Titles are important. At least my titles, because I put in the title things that would help you to understand what the meeting is about. So it says Hoppy April because it's April. Ah! And it says content needed. I make content, it is needed. Hence the meeting. So I'm gonna put up my bunny rabbit bitches. They gonna blow out some smoke. We gonna get some medicine in us. And just try to enjoy the weekend for what it is. Just try to. Well, yeah, but that doesn't matter. There is no beginning of the conversation. If it's not directed to you, then it's not a conversation that you should even need to know about. That's like when someone pops into the group chat that I'm in, and they sit there and they're lurking, and they are catching up on chat. Like, no, motherfucker, you're reading other people's stories. You weren't there for the conversation, so it doesn't matter. Just like right now. It's not a story, it's not anything, it's just me talking. Like, if you're someone who's actually tuned into my channel on a consistent basis for the last 4.5 years, new people like yourself, Charles, you're still learning what Club Kottontale is about. But for those who don't know, I'm Amber, and I'm going to sit here and talk to myself about anything that I fucking want to talk about. If you want to have a conversation with me, feel free to ask questions, to interject. If you say things like, what did I miss? I'm not gonna fucking entertain that type of thing because I don't fucking know what you missed and I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And then if you say something like, I didn't hear the beginning of the conversation, okay, cool. Then maybe you weren't meant to hear the whole thing. I'm just talking. You know, if you really wanted to know what I was talking about, you'd go, what you talking about, Kottontale? No, you want to know what you missed, which you didn't miss anything. Alright, so let's get some of this crumble on top and continue to talk to me, myself, and I, because like I said, unless someone actually has a conversation with me, asks me a question, or, you know, gets a conversation on something other than what I'm talking about, I'm just talking to myself. As I have been since the beginning of this meeting, because I don't have anyone that is having a conversation with me. And you didn't ask questions, you asked what did I miss. That's not asking a question. I could be like, you missed the birth of my child. You missed me wiping my ass this morning. You know what I mean? Like, saying, what did I miss is such an open-ended question for what did you miss? Like, it's not a question. It's a statement. A question would be, how are you doing this morning, Kottontale? What are your plans for this weekend, Kottontale? Are you going to play Fortnite, Kottontale? My plans for the weekend? Enjoy it as much as possible. My plans for this moment? Get medicine in me before my brain explodes. Am I going to play Fortnite? I plan to. See? I asked myself questions and I answered them. Alright. Medicine for one. I'm honestly hoping for a shit ton of dick likes. I didn't get dick anywhere else, so I would love a shit ton of dick likes. Just give me all the dick. Or better yet, like, give me back that bot that takes away my opinions. Because honestly, like, you want to know how that you've made it as a content creator when you have people who are so obsessed with you that they wake up and think of ways that they control you. I hate it. I never wanted to get to a realm where people wake up thinking about me. The only person I want to wake up thinking about me is my future prince that's out there somewhere going, where's my crazy ass princess? She's lumpy. She's erratic, and she's so extra. People keep telling me, they're like, but what if your prince is a princess? And I'm like, even if I got with a woman or someone who had a vagina, they would be the prince. I'm the princess. But that's people who don't want to take the time to understand a person, and they just hear, as soon as someone hears that they like if someone says, I like being called princess, they automatically assume that person is a submissive type of human being, which is so fucking stupid. Maybe they just like being called princess. Maybe. But I find that people don't know how to ask questions. People know how to lurk and assume. People don't know how to ask questions. So, cheers to all those motherfuckers who like to assume instead of just asking a motherfucker about their life. Like the people who assume that I'm still in a romantic relation. Like the people who assume that I got divorced last year. The people who assume a shit ton of things. Cheers to you for making an ass out of you and me. But assuming he's still here, how is your morning going, Charles? My morning's actually going really well. A bad morning would be waking up with all the thoughts and feelings that I have and not being mindful to come to Club Cottontale. To not be mindful to get more medicine grinded up. So I'm really thankful that I actually took a shower and then came here to Club Cottontale to get the medicine in me, to get the thoughts and feelings out, because this is my platform. This is my place where I come to help myself mentally and physically. And how you help yourself mentally and physically is simply by living your life moistly, by being 100% yourself. Feel all the damn feels. And if you need a place, make your place. Like me, I made my place. I made my club for me. And I'm so thankful, because like if I hadn't came here and made this content this morning, I would be like way more angrier than I am now. Because I'm pissed. I'm pissed off that the person didn't communicate with me. Like, how are you going to sell a product and then when the person is talking to you, you just like give backward answers and then never, like, that's probably what's blowing my mind the most, is that I had to find out through someone else that she had shipped my products. Like, what? Hey, I am up and at it. You popped up on my phone. What's up? Not much. Just waiting. Literally was waiting for you to text Mermy, so that's funny that you popped into Club Cottontail. I'm just doing the same thing that I do on a Saturday when I'm waiting for things to happen. Just come here, have my medicine. Been like earlier, I actually mentioned that I was waiting for your phone call or for your text message telling me like I'm, like coming over at this time, or is this time good, or whatever. Because I'm just having some medicine. Possibly play some Fortnite if it gets to that portion. So if you are new, like, for one, this is not a gaming channel. I'm so sick and tired of people going, oh, it's a gaming channel. Oh, you're a Fortnite player. It literally, like, I literally want to punch them in their fucking throats when people say that shit to me, because, no, this is not a gaming channel. Does YouTube somewhat classify it as a gaming channel? Yes. Because basically how YouTube does their algorithms is they take what is the majority of the content that you produce. And if you go onto my channel, the majority of the content that I have on there has a game in the background. However, yes, there's a game, so that would make YouTube think it's a gaming channel. But if you were to actually tune into my content, you would find out very quickly But it is not a gaming channel. It is just an Amber channel. I'm just chilling, chatting with me, myself, and I, and anyone else that happens to come by. You can make a conversation with me, and we can have a grand old time. Or you can just sit there and listen to me talk and try to interject and make us both feel stupid. You know, there. But hey, it's 8:20 a.m. So good motherfucking morning from me to you. It is Saturday, and we're waiting. Well, my mommy popped into the meeting, so um, I assume that at some point she's gonna be telling me like when she's coming over, and then cause like I'm literally dressed already. My shirt's right there. All I have to do is put my shirt and skirt on, and I'm ready. I already have my list. It's not a long list. That's one thing, you guys. Something really. Oh, you know what? I don't want to miss 420 somewhere. Oh, medicine, how I love you. I love you, medicine. You know, my prince will be able to handle me unmedicated too. Or I wouldn't say they'd be able to handle it, but my prince will be able to understand that with my disorders, I'm gonna say and do things that sometimes I'll realize that I did it. Like, I'm vaguely aware that at the beginning of this meeting, I feel like maybe I was a little bitchy, but it's not like it's not that I was being like, how to explain it. I now have marijuana in my system, and my brains are not yelling at me. Without medicine in me, it is a constant chatter in my brain. So I'm trying to interact with another human being and then do my normal things with like 5 to 7 different other people just yelling random things. Sometimes it makes sense to the thing that I'm doing, sometimes it doesn't. So it's really difficult. And then when I'm not medicated and I'm thinking about certain things that would trigger my anger side, then I'm just like, that's all I can think about. Like right now, I'm still pretty fucking angry. But I'm medicated to the point that I can be mindful to where it doesn't feel like there's a little angry Amber just standing on a fucking thing like, like, God, I hate that. I hate it so much. Right now, they're just like, they're fucking, well, I feel like they're stoned. Like, so when the other Ambers are stoned, it makes me medicated. Oh, man. I really wouldn't wish my existence on anyone. Like, I can't, oh, like, it's, like, okay, so for one, right now, I feel embarrassed and stupid that like I am very conscientiously aware of how I was before I was medicated to like right now. And like I don't like it. I don't like that person. That sucks cuz it's me. And then I think like romance, like I have to try to make a romantic relationship with someone with all of this, you know? Like, and I do, and I have, and I've even had a lot of them have said, like, even back to my very first serious boyfriend, Josh, he would tell me, he's like, you're like a roller coaster. He's like, I literally don't know who you're going to be when you wake up. He's like, but I like all of them. I mean, he's like, and then he goes, well, some of them kind of scare me, but they're all fun and they're all you. And I'm just like, ugh. And see, and that was at a time where like I only ever claimed to have a mood disorder. I was not being honest to myself for years. Like, it is a weird thing to, hear other voices in your head and just like not be telling anybody about it because you just don't want to, because you're afraid. There's so many things going on in your normal main brain aside from all the other stuff. So it's like, the worst part for me is I have a lot of memories like that, you guys, where someone tells me a story where like they already had, like, there's a lot of people who go, oh, that doesn't surprise me that you have multiple personalities, like that doesn't surprise me at all. They usually go, I just thought you were extra. Which I am, but I also have DID. So it's like, The fact that I can make any kind of connections makes me very glad because, oh man, it, like, ugh. If I saw me walking around, especially unmedicated, like I would constantly just want to be like, take your medicine. But then like I also know what that would do to that person. And I know what it feels like when, you know that you need to do this thing but you don't want to. That's the worst feeling in the world, knowing that you need to take medicine and not wanting to. And then it's an even extra worse feeling when this is your medicine and most of the people in the world are just like, it's so wonderful. And they praise it and they love it. And I do too, but in a different way because for me, I really wouldn't touch it or use it if it didn't do what it's doing right now for me. Like a fucking medicine veil. Like I wouldn't touch it, and it's something that's been a constant battle when I meet people because people just go like, "Oh, you just like smoking marijuana. Like don't play. Like, oh, you're just a stoner. Why you got to be so extra with it? Why do you have to say it's medicine? Like you just like smoking." And I'm like, I really don't. And it's like people who knew me before I started smoking marijuana, they understand. Like my best bitch, she met me before I started smoking marijuana, and she was actually one of the only and first people who knew why I chose to smoke marijuana, and she also knows that I don't like it. Like she's been there with me when like I've just been struggling to smoke. There's been a couple times. I remember when I first started smoking marijuana, my best friend, she's like, I'll smoke it with you. She's like just a little bit, but she's like, you need it. She's like, I'm gonna take it with you. And like for her, it doesn't really help with ADHD like that. Like it helps give you some focus, but a lot of times it just kind of makes you more erratic. It does help with like depression though. And a lot of people who have ADHD tend to have depression. So it's like kind of like a double-edged sword. For some people it works, for some people it doesn't. For me, it's a mood stabilizer. So it's different. And it's just nice knowing that I have someone in my life that like has known me for 19 years and they remember before I started taking my medicine and after I started taking it. And it's just like it's nice because when I'm not supporting myself, I can think of that. I can think of the fact that she has been supporting me for all of these years and she has experienced me like I like to call it full thought or amber. It was me without being mindful of my mental disorders, with not even being that mindful of my physical disorders, and then I was avoiding every thought and feeling I had in my brain. Like, like, she's still my friend, too. Like, what? Oh, man. Oh, Club Cottontale, how I love the entity of Club Cottontale. Like, there's no way that I would have even had this medicine, and I definitely, like, I was pissed off at myself when I realized that I only had one bowl this morning, and that's the bowl that we're toking on right now. I was so pissed off. I was like, really, Past Amber? How you gonna do me like that? Like, before the day that Voldemort picks up the rainbow, like, how you gonna do me like that? But I just came to Club Cottontale. Content was needed, enjoyed, still being enjoyed. I don't know. Like I assume that she heard me because I'm confused. Still waiting to see because she says that she's up, and I said that I'm just waiting for her. Like I literally was waiting for her to text me to tell me, about roundabouts of when she wants to come over. Because that's just it. Is like she could literally be on her way here right now, and I could still do the meeting for like 20 minutes because, it takes her a little bit to get here. But as I was mentioning at the beginning of the meeting, this meeting as most meetings, random one. This one is just content needed, very much enjoyed. And just waiting for my mermaid to text me, let me know when she's coming over, and then I want to do the grocery shopping. After grocery shopping, come back, watch a movie. I'm hoping by then I'm hungry right now. I have no motherfucking appetite. I'm just so thirsty. I even drank my daughter's water. So I gave my daughter, I had one more bottled water and I gave her half of it, and then like I tried to nurse the other half like as long as I could. But this morning I drank some of her lukewarm sippy cup water, and let me tell you what, it didn't taste like anything. It was perfectly clean and good, but it just like the whole time I was drinking from it, it's like my brains were telling me it's toddler water. So like it was like not good. But it was totally refreshing. But I'm just so thirsty in the mist. Damn you, medicine. Damn you, medicine. I wonder. I heard that when you get it capsulated, that, I'll still have this feeling, but I won't have the cotton mouth. That would be nice. That would be that'd be very moist. Literally. But no, I got myself a nice little tiny list. There's actually a bunch of things that you can kind of see the scribbles from there. That's so funny. Nice and quick, easy, basic. Really, these three things right here, my non-food items. Fucking the Huggy wipes, most definitely got to get more of them refills. And then I need more razor heads, especially because ya bitch was fucking ladyscaping. And I'm lucky that I had some nice products because, oh man, like it definitely was just rough. Like, I need razor heads. And then I also need to get a Switch protective screen. I might buy two of those motherfuckers, mainly because the first one I did, like, it definitely went bad because I had Rainbow right there. Like, she was right there, just like, and I should have waited until she wasn't there to put the screen on. But, mistakes were made. And when the screen was put on, for one, it was slightly cockeyed. And for two, it had a shit ton of fuzzies and things. I know Charles understands the fucking challenge of a protective screen on the Switches, on the cell phones. You know what's really fucked up though? Is my cell phone one is kind of jankily put onto my phone, and it doesn't bother me. But just slightly off on the Switch, and then like it was two pieces of hair, like little fuzz. You could barely see it, to be honest, but I knew it was there, and I'm like, nope. So took up the screen. You know what I mean? And like it's the sort of thing that when you go to do those screen protectors, for one, you need to mock do it. Keep all of the protective things on it and pretend to put that shit on a couple times. And then when you feel really confident that you got that little motion down, you take it off and bloop, put it right on, because it's a one time only. It's either on or it's not. Oh, what up? Oh, you what? So you did finally go to the hospital, I'm assuming, for the stuff that we had previously talked about, Wheels, when you had mentioned that you were having some symptoms and you thought maybe one of your wounds were open. So you ended up in the hospital, which I'm glad that you're out of the hospital and feeling all right. Oh, nice. Yeah, I am practically ready. I legitimately just have to put on, and I plan on wearing comfy shoes today, so I literally just have to slip on my shoes. Like, if I want to wear socks, it's mainly like, do I want to wear cute socks? Because that's what it comes down to. But, like, I literally just have to throw that shirt on, throw my skirt on, and I'm good to go. Because it's supposed to be warmer today. I should check the weather. That's supposed to be 68. Like right now it's 45 but feels 53. So it says it's supposed to be 68, but I imagine it'll probably feel like 74. And it says going to be partly sunny. We got lots of little, oh, you can't see, but there's a little sunshine going on right there. So yeah. Yeah, no. Plus I get warm as fuck when I shop. So because of the sweating, um Aw, thank you to the two opinions, which I don't usually like to assume, but I do know those opinions are Wheels and Charles. So thank you so much to those two individuals for leaving their opinions. You like me and I like you too. I especially appreciate people who, get all sorts of interactions with me and still interact with me after it. For example, someone who gets like a panic attack, or maybe they experience one of the other Ambers. You know, I like my friend Nicole. She's never, and they don't ever point it out. I love people who do not point it out. Thank you for never pointing out that I am slightly off or different or something like that, because it hurts my feelings when people point it out. But like Nicole, never ever has she pointed out, and this bitch has videos of me where like I'm looking at me and I don't even recognize me. So it's like I already know it's got to be a roller coaster ride for the, relationships that I have in my life. Wynn was infected bad. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad that you got to the hospital and got it all taken care of. Shit. Man, all I know is one of the first things I want to get when you go out and about is some water. I'm so thirsty. Like, I even thought about just filling up some of my water bottles with some tap water and putting it in the fridge, but, it's so bad that, like, I would rather go without water than just drink the damn tap water. Although, I mean, when push comes to shove, I will drink the tap water, because in the middle of the night when I woke up fucking dying of thirst, I drank some of the tap water. But I only had 2 sips, and it wasn't bad. It was 100% my brain's fucking with me, but there's just a lot of ish going on. Should be an interesting weekend. I am excited though for when after grocery shopping is done, because there is a lot of good movies. If she hasn't watched it yet, I might want to watch Godzilla and Kong again, because it was just that good, you guys. Like, I'm not what you would say a action movie fan. Like, I definitely watch them and enjoy them. Same thing with horror movies. I watch them and I do enjoy some horror movies, but it's not my number one choice. You know, I am most definitely a romance gal or a comedy. Speaking of which, you guys, if you have not watched the movie What to Expect When You Are Expecting, watch it now. Holy shit. So, I've mentioned this a few times in our Club Cottontail meetings before, but every so often, me and my mermie will do this thing where we'll smoke a bowl. Like, we do this all the time, where we'll be talking on the phone and we'll toke a bowl with each other. But then afterwards, we'll pick, like, a movie and we'll watch the movie, like, in our respected households, but watch it together. And we recently watched What to Expect When You're Expecting, and it was stupid good. Like, funny, so funny. Got, like, so funny, had romance in it, also had heartbreak, and like, you were laughing, you were crying. It was the ha ha ha, oh oh, like all of the damn emotions. Like, fucking 1 minute you're laughing, next minute you're crying, like another minute you're crying happy tears, next minute it's sad tears. Like, oh man, it like, ooh, oh, see, and then you rethink something that, you know, made you feel stuff. There was a scene in the movie where they, because it's about pregnancy, and they portrayed a lot of different aspects of it. And one thing they did portray was the infant loss portion, and the portion that it was Anna Kendrick who was playing the character. When she was in the hospital gown, like the fact that like Anna Kendrick has been in so many things and she's such a phenomenal actress. Like, for one, she made me feel that it was actually happening to her. But, like, because I knew she was an actress, like, it helped me to be able to watch the scene, because it was very hard for me, because I've been there. I've been in the hospital experiencing that. So, and not too long ago. That was only in 2017. It's only been 4 years. That's like, for some women, that's still a very, very fresh wound. For me, I did a lot of things to get through our experience with rain. And a huge thing I think for me was coloring a picture. And it's so crazy is I was coloring it rainbow. And I had planned on finishing it, but I didn't. I just kind of like stopped. So half of it was not colored and half of it was rainbow, but it felt very fitting that way. I don't know why, it just felt very fitting. And it's part of this coloring journal that I have. So one side you color and the other side you journal. And I colored one side for Rain, and then I wrote a letter to them. And that letter that I wrote to my unborn child was probably the top thing. Like, there's many things that help me get through that and still help me to get through it, because every so often I miss my baby that, I only hugged with my womb. But writing that letter to them was the number one thing that helped me, very much so. And I definitely recommend it to other people, because I've had a lot of gals that are like, you're handling this very well, and I'm like, well, life is always going to give you things, and you just kind of have to go with it. So this was another thing that life gave me. And especially with Rain is, I didn't think I could be pregnant, and I got pregnant, and then I planned a baby after that, and I was pregnant within 6 months of a miscarriage, which for a lot of women, that's kind of unheard of, and very scary. And it was very scary. I didn't tell anybody about, little baby until I actually knew what they wore. We had it confirmed that she was going to be Amber Jr. and not Alan, so it was a crazy experience, but it's more crazy to think that, like, in May is when I lost Rain, and by November I knew about Rainbow. And I was about 7 weeks pregnant at that time. November 8th, I was 7 weeks pregnant, so that means I was pregnant in October. So if you do the math, June, July, August, September, October, like it's not even 6 months, like 5 fucking months. Within, just a few months, I was already pregnant again, which is so crazy, especially because I did go abstinent after Rain happened, the loss. I didn't have sex or do anything for a month. I let my body, and that was after my body was done with what it was experiencing, because it's like a week long thing that you go through at that stage, and it's different at each and every stage, but at that stage, that's what it was. So after that was done, I waited a month. So shit, we didn't even have sex until probably like end of July. So really, it was August, September of making the baby, because October is when the baby happened. So that's so crazy and awesome, and just like meant to be. Rainbow, my Amber Jr. was meant to be. Like, everything that happens for a reason, but you don't always get such signs like I did. And I just like such signs, from the fact that I was on birth control and then got pregnant, and then we lost them, and then decided to, have another baby, and all of it happened within, the 1 year and just a few months. It's a beautiful and crazy and terrifying thing, and so thankful, so fucking thankful. Still pretty annoyed, so we need to get some more medicine in us, because whereas I'm feeling all thankful and grateful for my life, that Amber is still standing on the totem pole, like reaching 9,000 on the fucking flamage right now, because I'm just so annoyed. Like, why can't people communicate? Why is communication so difficult? What, like, I do not understand. Huh. Oh, ooh, my hands are moist as a motherfucker. My hands are so moist right now that I almost just dropped Jaded Rose. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, damn it. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. seriously though. My hands are so moist. It's like, oh man, so many thoughts and feelings. So many thoughts and feelings. Too many. Oh. Does anyone else, when they have a lot of thoughts and feelings in their brain, they just like want to sing them? I do that a lot. It's like an opera inside my head right now. I love it. Sometimes this shit is real fun, and other times it's like just annoying. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Like right now. Fun opera mixed with immense chest pains. My hands are so moist. I don't want to drop anything, but they're just like... It's like I'm in a cartoon and I can literally see like them sweating, like the little sweat droplets on them. But like, oh goodness gracious. Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, so I've been using this nourishing body oil by Pure Romance, you guys, and can I just rave about this product for a second? So I had leg hairs, right? I hadn't shaved my legs in a while, and I haven't really been using lotion as much as I should. Well, I started using this product on it the way that you're supposed to, like after you are done in the shower. And for one, it helped with my dry, scaly skin that I have on the front part of my shins. But I noticed that when I was shaving my legs, that like the hair was softer, it came off easier, it rinsed off of my razor easier, and the best part about it is that you're getting all the attributes of the oil, but it don't feel like oil. Like it does initially, like when you're wiping it on you, but as soon as you dry that shit off, like you don't even know it's there, but it is. And like it's just like it's like wow, my legs are so soft. I wish I had someone else to touch my legs. Oh man. Here's to hoping that she did overnight shipping on my stuff so I can get my blue suede and have myself, you know, the evening that I was hoping for. I wanted my daytime to be spent with my mermie, having a mermie daughter, like, day date. She's taking me to get groceries, which I super appreciate because I can't, I don't have a vehicle yet, or a consistent way to get to a store. So, I mean, I usually on Sundays I'll ask my best bitch. But if Saturdays my mom comes over, I don't need to ask. Plus, like, I'm still struggling to ask for things in my last relationship, and it was a romantic relationship. Or, you know, honestly, my ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband, I feel like I don't even want to call that a romantic relationship. I would really consider that more like just a regular relationship with romantic notions to it. Because I don't know what he ever did that was real, you know. For me, everything was real, but it's a weird thing knowing, like, that you give all of something and the other person was giving nothing back. But then also, you know, whenever I asked for something, I always got met with animosity or like a backwards thing. Like, I would want food, and when I would order my food, he'd be like, "Are you sure you need that much food?" Now, mind you, he's into fat bitches, okay? He likes that type. That's his type. So the fact that he likes big girls, but then is going to sit there and comment when I order some food, like, it shouldn't matter how much fucking food I order or my size. You shouldn't be commenting on it, but it just kind of flabbergasts me that he is into BBWs. Like I didn't know that BBW porn was a thing until he introduced it to me. You know what I mean? Like before he met me, that was the thing he already liked. So that just shows how much he hates me, to the point that, you know, when I order just even a basic food order, you know, he's got to make some kind of comment about it. But so it's like things like that makes it to where it's really hard for me now to ask for things. Like when I first moved in, I just dealt with bad water pressure and it never really getting more than lukewarm because I was afraid to say anything. Oh wow, I feel like crying right now of the fact that that was that way. Um, and it still is that way. Like when I just ask for a ride to go to like the medicine shop that isn't across the street, or to go to a regular store to get groceries, or even like something fun for myself, like I'm just scared to ask. And unfortunately, I can't do public transportation because a lot of people are like, why don't you just take the bus? I have a really bad hip, and it makes it difficult to get up and down stairs. But you have to add in the social aspect of it. So, it's not just simply riding the bus and handling the physical attributes. I then have to handle the bus experience. And my last bus experience, I had a panic attack. I almost said driven. I have not ridden on a bus since I want to say late 2016, early 2017. So a very long time. I haven't ridden on a bus. Like talking about it right now is making me dizzy. So it's a really fucked up double-edged sword. It's like, I struggle to ride the bus, both mentally and physically, but then I struggle to ask for a ride mentally. Um, yeah. That's why it's so important for me to always have my days for myself, and I make my content for myself. Like, it's really important to do things for you, because that's self-care regardless of what it is. If you're doing it for you, it's self-care. So like Club Cottontale is straight up self-care. Me medicating is 100% self-care. Like, that's like the ultimate when you medicate yourself. Therapy is also like medicine and therapy. Those are like the two top things in self-care that you can do, especially like for anyone. Like if you have a medicine you got to take, take it, but anyone can benefit from therapy. Just saying. But if you are a person who has a medicine and you do need therapy, because like for me, I need therapy. Some people go, "Oh, you don't need therapy, you want therapy." Oh, no, no, no. I need therapy. Like there's a difference between needing, wanting, desiring things and using your mindfulness to know what it is. I need it because I need a place to be able to get all my thoughts and feelings out that scare me. Talk about things in life that are difficult, talk about parenting that is difficult. Like, I need it for all the things that I've been dealing with, since I was a young child, but I also need it for the right now. So, therapy is such a self care bit. But, cheers from Oregon, a beautiful green state where we're going to enjoy a smoke break of some legal marijuanas. One thing I love about the West Coast is that literally the whole West Coast is recreationally and medically legal with marijuana. From Washington State down to California. It's fucking amazing. Oh, there's my lighter. I swear this thing is always getting lost. You would think a bright red lighter wouldn't get as lost as it does, but it really does. It's frustrating. I'm like, where'd my lighter go? I don't know where my lighter went. It's like, where are my glasses? I don't know where my glasses are. And they're right on your fucking face. I have done that before. Like, not on my face, but I have had my glasses on my hair before when I had hair. I mean, I technically do have hair. There is hair here. It's just really stubbly. Um, I don't think I ever officially went bald because bald to me would be like bicking your head. I never did that. I went 1/16th. That's the shortest that my thing would do. I mean, let's be honest, I look bald. I love it so much. I honestly have thought about keeping this, but no. I definitely am looking forward to just growing out my natural hair. I feel so much happier, and I think that's going to help with the grays. A huge bit is grays are definitely genetic, but anyone will tell you, and there has been some science behind it, not a lot. There are still enough people that tell you, oh, it's just a myth that stress causes grays. But I truly do believe that overstressing causes gray hairs, because stress causes different things to happen to your body. So if your body is feeling the stress, of course different things are going to feel the stress, and a hair follicle is so tiny and so finite that I really feel like that would be one of the first things to get affected. But cheers, we got a delicious bolio. It's got some ATF, some ice cream cake, and then a little bit of that Oregon berry on top. After this bowl, we're gonna run a match. Which do we want to run Bun here for fun? Yeah, I also like updated him a little bit. He's wearing his actual back bling, so because he technically is an Easter type of bunny. And then I actually did buy his wrap, so then during this time he can run this. Because usually, as you see, he has kind of more of like a Valentine's Day-y bit to him because to me he's my Valentine's Day bunny. And usually he runs badass wings. I love the wings that I have on him. I usually put these wings on him and they look amazing, and when he emotes they change colors and do things. And then this one I have a phenomenal, I mean it's perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure it came as part of Valentine's Day something or another. Yeah, it's literally called Valentine, so so usually he has that wrap to go along with these. Like I thought about changing these things, but nah, he could be my Valentine Easter bunny. I love these, so I honestly have no fucking clue how I got these, you guys. So these pickaxe harvesting tool is so cool. You see how it's got little like hearts and sounds when you use it, and it's double bladed with these fucking badass fucking knuckle busters. Fuck, I can't think of what they're called right now. Brass knuckles. I think knuckle busters was still more correct. I mean, brass knuckle is technically what it is. Actually, it probably has a technical name. Like, for example, a throwing star is a shuriken. I bet you a brass knuckle has a technical name like that. But anyways, so we have these badass brass knuckly blade things that are very Valentine's Day, and I have no clue how I got them. They look like it belongs to a cat, but it also looks like it could have been part of Drift. I have no idea. All I know is I logged in one day and Epic was like, "This is yours," and I'm like, insert big anime eyes, because that's exactly what it was. I do have some other... Well, no, yeah, I guess the other Easter bunny, I use her for St. Patrick's Day. I think this would be the only one that I have that would be... I don't think I have an actual Easter setup, because I don't necessarily celebrate Easter. I just enjoy I love bunnies. So I just take advantage of all the cuteness. But like I have a shit ton of Christmas ones. I got some Halloweeny ones. Like this is my actual Halloween one, but I feel like she also is very Halloweeny. But I literally don't have like an Easter bunny one. Huh. How interesting. Night Hare. He's terrifying. Too terrifying. Like, he gives me anxiety. I don't like her. Spring Breakout is, I like the back bling. I think this is cute, the little bunsy thing. I think he's adorable, but I just, like, I don't know. I don't like it. I do kind of like Quackling. And I do like Dutch. I had thought about getting Dutch, but, I had already, like, before Dutch came to the store, they released this, and it's just so fucking good. Like, this was my first purchase with, like, the V-Bucks that I got from my Sissy Wolf, so... Wow, I still haven't sparked my bowl. That's how you know I'm medicated. Part of my medication isn't even necessarily smoking it. It's the whole attribute of it. Loading the bowl, and then also being in Club Kottontale is like a fucking medicine drop in itself. But yeah, I really like it. She's called Iosa, but I named her Prisma. And she does have a glider. Did I put it in the favorites? Oh, I did not. Because I don't really... Oh, I did put it in my favorites. Oh, it's right here. So, it's cool, but it gives me more, like, very Tron vibe. So I actually put it on Tron Kottontale. And I feel like it's perfect on here. Oh, I clearly didn't save it, which I'm glad that I popped in here to notice that. Because I put it on her, and I feel like it goes a whole lot better with this one. So let's just save Tron Kottontale. I thought I had saved that the last time, but apparently I didn't. Alright, let's get back to Bun Bun, because Bun Bun here for fun. Cheers to Bun Bun. Cheers to the Cottontails. Thank you to the Cottontails that have popped in already this morning. Charles Banks, Julieta Vicente, and Wheels of Steel Nation. Thank you to all three of you guys for popping in. Two of you left a wonderful opinion. Ooh, and we had someone pop in and leave that dick like, how you doing? Thank you so much for the third delicious opinion. You like dick and so do I. Mwah. Oh my, he actually responded. Okay, well. Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine. But I'm glad that you went to the hospital and got it all taken care of, you know what I mean? But yeah, that I definitely that probably was I hope hopefully the nurses and doctors, made it as like festive as they could. Hopefully there wasn't a shit ton of them always constantly making the joke of like, oh, you and ended up in the hospital on my birthday, April Fools. Oh, my birthday is April Fools, so April Fools to the April Fools. Like, I just imagine that you're probably somewhat used to it at this point because you are in, your third tier of leveling up. You're in your 30s like me. So at this point, it's like when certain people say certain things, it's like, ha 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 ha, never heard that one before, type of thing. So I'm sure you're probably somewhat desensitized to that. But I'm glad you said for sure. So I'm glad that they, you know, somewhat made it good for you. I love this shirt. I love it so much. I really love doing this sort of thing where you knot it and it gives it a whole other sort of look to it. I love it so much. I do this a lot where I cut the crew neck off of the shirt, but I got this in the men's section. Like, tell me this doesn't look like a girly ass shirt. And I found it in the men's section, you guys. I wanted to get an extra large, so this is an extra extra large, and it's a little big. I wanted to get an extra large, but they didn't have one. But it's okay, especially with like I don't know, it's kind of got like a billowy island vibe to it. So it's like okay that it's so big. And I also do like the way it sits on my arms, and I like the cut that I did on the neck. My Dragon Ball shirt that I have, my Dragon Ball Z shirt, also is from Target, men's depart. Excuse me, men's department, extra extra large. That's how I knew. Oh yay! So you guys, they have these eggs. Yeah, these ones are the jumping ones. So they have these eggs throughout the island, and as you see, I've already collected some. Um, I feel like it's super at random, and you never know where they're gonna end up. I'm hoping we come across some more. Oh, that's that's lovely. A small cake from some of the nurses. That's awesome. Hell yeah. And you hit level 32 or 33? I believe it's 32. Ah, another egg. Yeah. I need 3 more now. You see, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it's 32. Because you're 2.5 years younger than me. I can't believe it. I'll be level 35 at the end of the year. That's so crazy. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Ooh, and I'm in the circle. Damn, there's a lot of fishing spots down there. I'm gonna go take advantage of that shit. Yee! Go for a swim? I'll do that for sure. Man, the music is always so intense here. As if, like, someone is about to pop up and just, like, attack me. I feel like I'm, like, in a horror movie the whole time. Ooh, look at this! 4 fucking fishing spots in one area. Ooh, nice. Fuck yeah! Fuck it! Call this Bikini Bottom with all this jellyfishing. Ooh! Holy fucking shitty tits. This is great. I'm getting, like, the best fucking loots right now. What was that? Okay. Makeshift shotgun. Oh, yeah. All these good fishies. Oh, man. Guy's tripping me out. NPC, I keep hearing his fucking footprints. Another fucking... Oop. Oh, yeah. That's someone shooting. Hmm. Okay. So... They decided to shoot at me and then run away? I don't know, that's fucking weird. I don't know if that's a person or a bot, because, like, it feels like bot behavior, but it also doesn't, like... Don't mind if I do. Because these both will give you health as well as shields. And then I got the shield fish. Let's go fucking find this stupid motherfucker. Because he's up over this way. Giving me anxiety. Shooting at me. Woo! I just jumped over that dick. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Bum Bum got hops. Alright. Bro. I know you ain't even up here no more. Okay, I'm gonna say it's a bot because he threw up more builds over this way, but he also destroyed things. Okay, A human with bot behaviors? Well, you know what? Actually, that's accurate because my buddy Brandon kind of plays like that. He's the type of person that will like when he's getting shot at or he shoots at people, he builds right afterwards. Okay, stay alert, Kottontale. Oh my gosh, you guys. So you already know how, like, I've been following Trisha Paytas for a while now. She was one of the first YouTubers that I started watching. She was the second or third one that I subscribed to, because literally Graveyard Girl was the first. And I can't remember if Joey Graceffa was my second or Trisha Paytas was my second. I want to say that Trisha Paytas was my second and Joey was my third. He might have even been my fourth because I'm pretty sure I subscribed to both the Trisha's pages. Like, because I'd been watching her content for a while. I fucking love Trisha. And I really, 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 really love her life right now. I'm just so fucking happy for her. Like, when she first met Moses and they were just kind of like casually doing their thing, like, I just like, I was looking at the way he was looking at her and I'm just like, no, like, he likes her, you know? Like, I won't be surprised when she says, you know, this is my boyfriend. Like, and I wasn't surprised when they became boyfriend and girlfriend. And then she was surprised, but I wasn't surprised when he proposed to her. Oh, the way that he looks at her, it's just like, just like that gleam. There's no fucking light. You know, they're looking away from the camera, but they just have that gleam in their eyes, and he's had that gleam for, like, the moment that she, you know, introduced, this is my buddy Moses on her channel, like, and he even said, like, oh no, we're intimate friends, like, and she was like, oh, I didn't know if you, like, wanted to say that or not, you know, like, I don't know, he seems very shy, but he's very open, and, like, other than the gleam in his eyes, like, yo, when they bought a house together, he built her. So she gets a lot of shit for, like, her collection of Starbucks mugs and just, like, cups and tumblers and things like that. Like, people like to make fun of her for lots of things, but especially that. He specifically built some extra shelvings that because she had more than what was available in the house. Like, the house already had like this area in the kitchen where like he was like, oh, I plan to display them as soon as I saw that. And he then had other ones built in to display the other ones and just like put them all up for her, you know, which takes a lot of stress off for her because she doesn't like decorating, but she loves the way it looks when it's done. And he took it upon himself, and he even put all the sparkly ones in front. And she said that he's like, oh, you put all the sparkly ones up front. He's like, well, I like sparkly things. And I'm just like, the way he said I like sparkly things and the way he was looking at her is like she is a sparkly thing, you know. And it just like, it warms my heart so much to see that for her, because that's just like, it just proves that if you are 100% yourself, people are able to not only form true relationships with you because you're being yourself, but they love you more because you're being yourself. Like, Oh, it's just so, I love it so much. Also, not even upset that I just got raped by a primal rifle by the Mandalorian. But hey, top 10, how you doing? Nice little warm up. Do I want to play another one? My mom hasn't texted me yet. She said she was going to text me when she's on her way. So I'm going to play another one. Because I literally am ready. I throw on my skirt, and I don't think I'm going to wear socks. I think I'm just going to wear... Shit, I might even wear flip-flops. I literally just got to throw on a skirt. If I really wanted to, I could step outside and see, like, the temperature. And if I wanted to put on leggings versus my little shorts that I'm wearing underneath my skirt. But I'm red-eye. Little contentery. Very much needed. Very much enjoyed. Oh, very much thankful. Ooh. I don't even know what this is, but get it. I mean, it's very sexy because it's talking about I'm gonna leave the door open and this shit. I love how it was like, get down and groovy. What was with this slow 90s groove just now? The fuck? Uh, hmm. Hmm. Fuck, I almost want to go to Coral Castle again. I mean, that does me dirty sometimes. I'm gonna go here. Pristine Point. My cabana. Always does me good. Always does me right. Dude, seriously, I want to know what that was. Is that a new jam, an old jam? Because if that's a new jam, they were seriously like, they were channeling that 90s R&B, just like slow groove, like, oh my gosh. I don't see nothing wrong. With a little bump and grind. That's exactly what I was thinking of when they were like that like emo. Like they were that was such a groovy, sexy emo. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Oh, I want to listen to that right now. I believe that's genuine. Methinks. Man, I smell so good right now. Between the dirty French body oil, my fucking pristine scent, my Victoria's Secret Bombshell Holiday Edition. That is my scent. Like, it just, I love it so. What'd you give me? What'd you give me? Hey! That's a great fucking weapon! Hey! Hey. I mean, I do think that the primal SMGs have a slight bit faster firing rate than the regular SMGs. So, that would make this the best weapon in the game. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm trying to conserve my vote. And then you give me a blue makeshift rifle. Okay, I'm here for this. It's like, I swear, it always knows when it's my last match, and it's just like, alright, we're gonna make this as moist as a motherfucker for you. Is that booby out there? Nah, but that's okay. You gave me a mega booby inside my house, because this is the house I always land. I feel like there's lurkers who watch me, like, that literally are just sitting there like, ooh, she's six-plating it again, like, because I've heard it a bajillion times. But at the same time, it's like, why are you still watching? You know what I mean? You clearly love me and are obsessed with me. But it's funny is like I'm not doing it for anyone else. Like sometimes I do, but I'll usually say it. I'll usually be like, you know, for anyone that doesn't know, and then I'll go into saying something, but usually I'm just speaking out loud. Oh, I had all three boobies in my fucking house. That's what's up. Is that booby down there? No, that's okay though, cause we are gonna go down there to get the mechanical piece. Woo! And then I only need one more. Did I hurt myself? I'm so confused on how I'm missing 5 on my shield. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I see you. You want me to travel by foot? I got you. Yeah, I only need one more and then I can upgrade this to a regular AR and it will make it a purple because it's already a blue. I'm pretty sure the gas station will have some mechanical bits. So let's go up and over this way. Ooh, them some raptors. I hear them. So tempted to smash that for the 5 that I need, but I'm not going to. Oh, I didn't need to! Holy crap, I didn't know it was gonna do that! That's game changer knowing that I can do that. Oh god, no! Oh, oh, oh no, oh no. Come on, come on. Oh god, no! Crap. Crap! Come on. Come on, Ride. Don't do me dirty. Come on. Why you gotta do so dirty? Come on, flip. Thank you. So, I think boars are more scared. I don't think they necessarily fight you. Because he seemed like he ran off scared just now. Or maybe he's just so stupid that he tried to rush me, and that was his version of bum rushing me. Activate Riff. How you doing? Ooh, and he does this disguise. That's sweet. Um, I'm tires. Tires. You couldn't have made me like a fire pit or like some bones, some tires. Yeah, so they added this prop hunty sort of thing into Fortnite. Basically some of the NPCs can turn you into a prop. I have been a bush, I have been a like crate, like a box, and I have now been some tires. And basically I'll stay tires for a while. It's like a minute or two. So there's boars, wolves, and raptors in Fortnite. Interesting. Yeah, it's super cool. It's fun when you see someone running as a prop. I have encountered seeing people running around as the props, and it's super fun. See, like this makes sense. Oh, how you doing? Tires would have made so much more sense if I had been gotten here sooner and just chilled. But yeah, it lasts like what, like 2 minutes or something like that. But I love it because now it just adds that bit of like, is that a box or is it a person? And for anyone that happens to be tuning in, thank you, by the way. This is going to be my last match. My mom hasn't texted me yet, but I don't want to, for one, don't feel like playing another match, but my hands are doing good and I want to keep them feeling good. I did wear my sleep braces last night, which is very important for my uh, appendages health, the health of my wrists and arms. But I wore my sleep braces and I need to get one for my left hand, but I got my right one. But with going grocery shopping, I definitely want to make sure I can, have good feeling in my hands. It's funny, as I'm saying all of this, my left hand is starting to numb up a little bit. Gotta love that carpal tunnel. I just gotta get my left wrist brace so then when I, want a game, I'm doing it properly. And really, I wear the wrist brace for a lot of different things. Like, my carpal tunnel has gotten to the point where, like, sometimes it's difficult for me to cut cheese. So, I have to wear my wrist brace when I'm even just slicing some cheese. The fuck was that? Oh, okay. Okay. For one, they had their SMG out. I did not. Maybe if I had my primal SMG out, maybe I could have gone up against their purple SMG, but that was fun. Oh man. Thank you so much again to anyone that's been tuning in. Thank you to Wheels for being here at the end. Charles for at the beginning, and my Mermy popped in even. So that was lovely. Oh, nice. And we leveled up, so we got Tarana. She's pretty dope. That means that we're ever so slightly closer to the Raven, because I think it's after this guy. No, it's after Cluck. Yes. 77, we get the Raven. And then 85, you get her, the Raven, the classic. Oh, it's so good. Look at her shoes. Oh, I love it so much. Alright, so, motherfuckers, I hope you have a very wonderful Saturday. I honestly doubt that I will make any other content today. My Mermy's gonna be over at some point, before noon has always been the plan. She hasn't texted me yet, but I imagine, I think she'll be here probably between like 10:30 and 11 or something like that. I don't know. Then we're gonna go grocery shopping, and then hopefully I'm actually feeling appetite for some noms. Grab some noms, come back here, chill, and watch something. But until then, I'm gonna use my mindfulness to just keep the rage at bay and just be patient and mindful and do an inventory once I do have my products. So, this has been a very lovely Club Cottontail meeting, as all meetings are. And I hope that you have a phenomenal weekend. And until next time, which only the universe knows when that will be, always be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Ooh.